Shalom. All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Kadash, and the water Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, for giving us the spirit of truth in these last days, which the world cannot receive. And as always, we giving double honors to our apostles. That was a great millstone. They taught us 100% truth according to the Bible, Barakatham. Peace, love, and salutations to the Zakwani wa Achim, the elders and the brothers standing stiffly for the names of Yahweh, Yahushai, truth and sincerity. Shalom to the predestined that scattered abroad the four corners of the earth, predestined to receive the salvation. All right, it's going to primarily take place in Babylon, the great spiritual Solomon, Egypt. Known to you today as America, home of the slaves, the land of the freaks. All right, I'm the brother Cormac, got the brother. All right, we from GMS 10B Twitter, kept out here in Temple, Florida, in the heart of Babylon, the belly of the beast. Come back on the almost home. Keep the series going. All right, through the spirit, probably help us some shots as long as we get out of here. All right, just flowing through the spirit, pretty much going into which brother's going to open up. The prophecy's taking place, man. The main prophecy is taking place. Okay, and ultimately it's going to lead to Yahushua Mashiach cracking that sky. Okay, leading head charge, and for some reason, all right, this information of so-called UFOs and so-called UAPs have been making headlines. All right, and why is that? Because the scriptures say the vision is set at an appointed time. Matter of fact, you can get Zechariah 5. Start from the top. All right, because now these chariot sightings, all right, they're not just going to keep showing themselves from a far distance. It's getting ready to be to a point where the scriptures say the thief, all right, they shall enter into the house of the thief, man. They're here to stay. All right, they always been around, but now they're making headlines because this is the end of this man's empire. This is the end of this man's kingdom. All right, he is the end of the world. All right, these signs that are taking place in the heavens. What we just had the blood moon, all right, last night. Okay, which I had it on the TV. I wasn't able to see it, but I had it live on the TV right before I went to sleep. Red as hell, man. All right, blood red, literally, man. Thousands of people watching. But these are for signs, man. This just don't occur every year. All right, these are for signs of great destruction, great death and destruction, judgment from the Heavenly Father is given to partake here on the planet Earth. And chiefly, it's over Babylon the Great for a reason, man. So all these signs and all these things taking place in the heavens and the earth is for you to build up your faith, your courage, and have confidence that Yahweh Shai is dealing with you, man, in these times. We get ready to go home. He has to save somebody. He has to put the power on somebody. He has to be magnified and glorified through somebody. So why not you if you in sincerity and truth? Okay, go ahead up.
Yeah, this is Zechariah 5 in verse 1. Mm-hmm. It says, Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. Verse 2, And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll.
Yeah, so what? Because he couldn't say it was it was a ship, but it was a spaceship, because that terminology wasn't used back then. So he compared it to the best terminology that he could, all right, for lack of better terms, if you will, man. All right, but what did it was in the sky, man. All right. Okay, and it wasn't planes back then. All right. He was talking about the same ship, all right, the spaceships that were around in the time, okay, of us getting out of the land of Egypt. Okay, there was a light by night, by day, okay, and a light by night, roughly paraphrasing, man. All right, they were always around. Okay, now they're making their grand appearance. There's getting ready to be a grand appearance. They're getting ready to manifest themselves, man. They finna, hey, bro, no more playing. All right, go ahead, up.
Yeah. Zechariah 5 verse 2, it says, And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits.
Yeah, pretty much given a measurement, okay, which they all come in, they can manifest, all right, shapeshift, okay, change their size, all right, and so forth and so on, man. Why? Because they are the angelic powers, okay? They defy gravity, man. They defy your carnal mind and your carnal aspect of life, all right? They defy that, man. Go ahead, Rob.
Zechariah 5 verse 3, Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it.
Yeah, and what? Go ahead, I'm going to let you finish. Go ahead, Rob.
Verse 4 says, out in Zechariah 5 verse 4, I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts.
Yeah, and that's what the Lord is doing. He's bringing it forth. You see, they're here to stay. That's why, bro, through the Spirit, all I did was type in right before I finished my last lesson. I typed in UFO sightings, And it was a video last night or yesterday, if you will, okay, of them bringing in U.S. UFO task force, man. Okay, well they're dialing in, man. Now they're bringing it up to the in these top meetings that they having, man. Wishing that the public could know about it, but you low level people don't want to know what's going on. And if you even did know what's going on, you're not able to perceive it, nor believe that it's true. All right, because you've been a docile state, man. But it's making headlines, man. It's the point. Okay, the Lord is bringing it forth. Okay, it's that time. Go ahead, out.
Zechariah 5 verse 4, I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief.
Into the house of the thief. Who is that? Esau, Edom. Did not he steal this land? Did not his track record? Okay, is it full of robbery? Did not he steal this land? Did not he break all the treaties with our forefathers? Okay, the natives. Okay, all right, the Seminoles, so-called. Did not he break all the treaties that he made? All right. Okay, he spoiled them, and then he traded in for for lack of better terms, common resources, if you will, man. Things that are tangible or just, all right, it's nothing. It's worth nothing, man. But here it is. They were peaceable. Okay, you stole everything from them, man. All right, now you have them locked up. You have them on these reservations, man. You see, and then what? You stole our nationality. You claiming to be our people. You claiming to be us. All right, but here it is. You don't fit the curses. Okay, where is Judah? And like Elder Apostle Ramlab said in the last street teaching, he said, well, when the tribes came up to Edom, okay, when they needed water, why didn't Esau let them pass if they were Edomites? If they were Edomites, why didn't Esau let them pass? You see, because they wasn't Edomites, man. They were Israelites. They were so-called. They were the tribes, men of color, dark skin, people that you have hatred. Perpetual hatred till this day for, man. Go ahead, out.
Yep. Zechariah 5 verse 4, I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name.
Speak on that.
I'll just finish the precept. It says, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof, and the stones thereof. So brothers going into it, to the house of the thief, them that swear falsely by my name, again, them claiming to be our nationality, them in the land right now, claiming to be us, and they swear in the Bible going to this country, swearing presidency, saying to be a God-fearing country. All right, but ultimately they're all lying, all right, because again, they're not the people of the Lord, all right, and it says it shall remain in this house. Well, that's what you see, with these chariot settings, So again, like the brothers going into, like, it's not going nowhere because this is ultimately a sign of this man's judgment, and going to us is a sign of our salvation, and going to consume the timbers, and the stones, they're going into a house, a foundation of a house, you use stones, we talk about our foundation upon that rock being Yahushai. Well, Lord, going to the foundation of this world is in wickedness, so that's why it's being exposed. And ultimately going into the consuming of it, is going to be by these thermal missiles. And those chariots themselves, they shoot laser beams too, So again, that's what the Lord is ultimately, this is a sign as well as going into that, this thing is almost over with,
That's right. Yeah, go ahead, Al.
You want that, Zeph?
Yes, sir.
I mean that Romans.
Yeah.
All right, so this is, let me see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This is Romans.
You speak on that too, but that's something else.
All right, come. This is Romans 13, verse 11. It says, "In that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe." So going to knowing the time, all right, you have to understand the times we're in. And that's why you're going to, these signs that are happening, they're in the heavens, because you're going to Genesis, the 1st chapter, going into the lights in the firmament, they're to divide the day from the night, going to, the heavenly hosts. You got the stars, you got the sun, you got the moon, okay, and it's for what? It's for signs, for seasons, for days and years, So going into measuring the time, going to looking up, because our salvation is near to what we believe, is because, again, the Lord left these prophecies for us to look for, Going to book of Ezra, it says, measuring the time diligently in itself with a measuring stick, as far as, because notice it says we, okay, goes into a group of people the Lord is talking to, okay, exhorting, okay, through the Apostle Paul, in that time speaking to the Israelite foreigners in Rome, as going to the book of Romans. All right, well, we are modern day Romans, okay, which we were, all right, lost, in darkness, all right, and that's why it says, knowing the time, it's time to wake up out of sleep. Stop calling yourself black, all right, calling yourself Latinos, okay, you're Israelites, okay, you so-called Latinos, the Americans, you're the people of the Lord. And going to these things that happen upon the earth, we're not supposed to be dismayed, all right? The Lord gave us the prophets to break it down plainly unto us. That's why really going into Habakkuk 2nd chapter, that vision is yet from the point of time, and the chariots are as a big part of that vision, because that's how the Lord is going to pretty much going into his glorification,
right.
Is going to be by that heavenly host,
right.
That big showdown in the heavens, going to that war in heaven, it's going to be a big, it's going to be going down, okay? Right. That's why, again, the Lord pretty much going into putting the Spirit on his men to push us that, amen, we have a lot to look forward to, and this thing that we're involved in is beautiful, and Jake is in this bugged out state of mind. You see how they're dressing, things they're talking about, but that's why it goes into with Esdras, talking about seeing the glory that be like thee, we're looking to get out of here, the Lord's going to get us out of here in a glorious fashion,
You want me to get that precept for you?
What's that?
Seek out those that be such like thee.
Yeah.
All right, All right, you read that again.
Romans.
Read it real quick, yeah.
All right, this is Romans 13, verse 11. It says, "In that knowing the time." All right, that's heavy, man. It's very urgent to understand what you're involved in. Because going to the time of Jacob's trouble, we're coming to some serious times. That's why the angels are going to come. It tells you that in Daniel's 12th chapter, Michael the archangel's gonna have to come down. It's gonna be so hectic down here, So going into again, seeing out the glory to be like thee. Well, the elect, they're on the earth right now, right? They're not some fantasy video game created character, They're real life people walking on the earth right now. And what they doing, they're praising the Lord, And then going into high time, and again, pretty soon it'll be too late for a lot of you people. You see these things happen around the planet Earth, that. The judgment that's happening upon our people is not no joke, And the Lord never played with his people. Look what happened unto us. We got put in slavery. All right, we're still in slavery. All right, all the torture things that happen unto us. Well, this day that's coming is going to take the cake on that, okay? So going again to looking and hoping for good, man. That's why we have this truth, this comfort. Because in all the midst of this bugged out confusion, the Lord gave us understanding, okay? And all starts with his fear that he activated upon us once we heard his word, mixed with faith, But yeah, I'll read the next verse too.
Okay.
Romans 13, verse 12 says, "The night is far spent, the day is at hand." What day is at hand? Salvation. Okay. The Lord said, "What? The kingdom is here, man." All right, and it starts with his men. All right. It says, "Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness." All right, all the stuff you did in the world, okay, that you were involved in. All right, the stuff that does not involve this truth, man. It's darkness. Because why? Because it's without understanding. It says, "He that wandereth out of the way, understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead." Darkness is synonymous with death. All right, and that's what our people love in that death culture. Okay, they made rebellion a culture. All right, and that's not pleasing the sight of. That's why he's doing that judgment. It says, "Let us put on the armor of light." All right, that's it, man. It's truth, man. You can be protected from this time to come. Because again, once it's severity of the time, man. All right, and we can only put in the words so well how bad it's going to be. That's why you have to see for yourself. All right, and we know how bad it's going to be through the Spirit. That's why we run into the high tower of safety, and that being the names of Yahweh and Shai.
I got this precept for you real quick.
All right, come.
Yeah, you can speak on it too.
All right.
2nd Esdras 8 in verse. I'm gonna start verse 50. The point is 51, which you spoke on. 2nd Esdras 8 in verse 50. "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world."
Yeah, so these people that you see in the world right now, you're thinking they're doing well. All right, they're not doing well, man. All right, especially now, gas going up through the roof, everything, your living costs going up through the roof, and there's no help coming for you people. All right, and it says that the Egyptians help in vain. So these stimulus packages and all this stuff ultimately is hurting you because you're the one that's gonna have to pay for all this. All right, these elites, they don't give a damn about you. They're getting paid. Get rid of chippy people. All right.
What's that say? Isaiah, where it says, they shall drink wine without a song, roughly paraphrasing.
Oh yeah.
Because here it is. You putting on a persona that you are Mary, but the whole time you really in mirth, man.
You hurt, man.
You really hurt. It's a show that you putting on, and so I came across this post of Jake and a Judite woman, and she had the luxury bags, the Louis Vuitton and all that shit, right? But then it was a picture next to it and it said reality, and it was him and her, but then in reality it was depth all over the bags, depth over them, depth, because you entangled into the depth, man. You putting on the show like, okay, yeah, I got a Hellcat, but really, all jokes to the side, you understand what the hell is going on, bro. It's coming to the time when you're not able to afford that, man. Society is moving forward to the point where they're getting rid of this current currency and moving forward to a digital currency, man. And you niggas, you're not even on that level of understanding that currency, man. To the point where you just gonna give in to it, like fuck it, let me get the chip. All right, so that persona of being happy it's an illusion, bro.
It's vanity.
Yeah.
You know, like the saying goes, Apostle Gabar always quotes, play stupid games, you get stupid prizes, and that's going to be ultimately that thundering hellfire that's coming. You know, going to a point about made about the mirth. It says in Proverbs 14 chapter, it says, even in laughter, the heart is sorrowful. You know, so you people laughing, but you really hurt. You know, you, again, put on that fake facade like you got it going on. The Instagram is a prime example. You know, putting your best on that site, but really you're going through the worst, you know. And it says
my best life.
Yeah, exactly. And they're not living no best life, you know. It says in the end of mirth is heaviness. So you people are really in a heavy mindset because you're looking at your bills and you're trying to figure out, calculate how you're gonna live, but you can't, you know. And again, everybody feels it, you know. But again, Jake in their pride, man, they think they're gonna overcome because they made lies and their refuge, their covenant with death, you know. Shit, they rocking with the sober white man. They think they're gonna get through. But they're not, man, because the soul white man's going down as we're going into it, and UFOs, man, and ships showing up, you know?
That's right. I'm bringing that for you, bro. 2 Ezra 8, verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
Oh, yeah, so there you go. So why is great miseries coming? Because of pride. You know, pride was not made for man, all right? And that's why the Lord's going to show pride is not good, because what is pride? People think, oh, pride is good. Pride is not good. True pride is when one departed from his maker. And this world has been far removed. That's why they treat the prophets how they treat them in this time, because they have no spiritual bone in their body besides being spiritually wicked. They know about wickedness, but righteousness, they don't know nothing about righteousness. And that's why, again, going to that pride, that day that's going to burn as that oven that's coming, you know. And that's all the proud, you know.
Yeah, and the wicked shall be stubble. So, because 2/3, like the brother said, it's beautiful, man, because 2/3 of our people, they're so proud that they don't even realize that the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahshua are on the corners when they downtown, man. You know? Or the prophets are amongst you as your brother, okay, your father, all right, your co-worker, so forth and so on, man. Okay, but you walking in so much pride that you can't even humble down and accept the fact that what this man is saying is coming straight out of the Bible, and this man is warning me to get my shit right and warning me from the Heavenly Father, man. Cause there's nothing he can do. It's not him. It's the word. It's the word that he coming out of, man. It's the words of Yahweh Shem. I'm trying to get my shit right and humble the fuck down, man. But that's the problem with Jake. Jake want to step to the Most High. You can't go to the man. You can't go to that man, man. But since you want to meet him so bad, you gonna know him after death by pain. Okay? Because the whole time this was the liberty. This was a time for you to get right. This was a time for you to acknowledge that his presence is on the earth by the way of the prophecies popping off, man. By the way of the ships. Okay, by the way of Esau Edom moving at the pace he's moving at, man. The prophecy's moving, man. Okay? That's the presence of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. The lively, what the scripture say, he's the God of the living. That's him showing that he's alive and well by the way of his word coming to pass. It's not void. But since you don't want to take heed, you want to walk in that pride, what? All the proud and all that do wickedly shall be stubbled. You're going to melt, man. The Lord said he's going to leave you here and melt you, man. All right? I got last precept for you, bro. This is what you wanted. 2 Ezra 8, verse 51. But understand thou for thyself and seek out the glory for such as be like thee.
Yeah, so everybody want to say you want to be like Mike. You want to be like Steph Curry. No, you want to be like the elect. Read about the righteous man that stood in great boldness, you know, fighting for the truth unto death. And, you know, what came after it is what? They got that crown. You know, going to really in this time is when they're going to get that crown, right? Because they're going into that predestination. But, you know, our forefathers came back time and time again, been fighting for what's right. You know, now's the time the Lord is really going to show that hand, you know, for what's the profit of serving the Lord with fear and trembling. You know, because these people don't serve the Lord, they serve Satan, man. And serving Satan, you're going to get that bad end of the stick, you know, like it always happens with our people. You know, it's a roller coaster ride. You get on top, you know, and you drop. All right, and that's what's gonna happen to our people real soon.
The quicker you go up, the back you up. The quicker you go up, the faster you fall. You know, you trying to escape, but really you entangling yourself into that trap. Where he tried to escape. You know, all right. He wanted that quick. You know, man, I need to eat. You know, fuck that, bro. Man, look, I gotta eat. So that's what you takes. That's the spirit of you niggas on you, man. You are your father, the devil. You see, you want that quick, fast, instant gratification, man. That instant relief. Okay, that instant. Oh, I made it. You ain't make it nowhere, bro. You didn't make, bro. You didn't. All you did was entangle yourself into the affairs of the world. Now you, 2 Ezra 16, where it says, "Woe to him who is bound by his iniquities," man. It is hard for you to get out of, I forgot how it say, to get out of the cords, roughly paraphrasing, than to get out of your sins, man. And that's what's weighing you niggas down. You done entangled yourself. You done got caught up in that pride. You done got caught up in that lust. So now the Lord has purposed you to be destroyed, man. Real quick, Revelation 11 and 18, you can speak on this, going into the reward. You know, because we came back time and time, but now this is the time for us to be rewarded, man. All right, great things is coming to you, brothers, that really wholeheartedly believe, bro. We got women, we got women and children out here, man, tearing in Jerusalem that believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Okay, so the Lord is, and he said a greater deliverance. All right, they're not just gonna roll down like they did in 70 AD, bro. The Lord is getting ready to lift up a standard, man, a way to escape. All right, this is Revelation 11 and 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, in the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
Yeah, and that's going into who's in power right now. Esau, so the white man, you know, and how he's been in power since he came into power. Look at the condition of the earth, you know, even going back to the Romans, you know, or the Greeks, you know, that wickedness was multiplied when he came into power. So how much more now? You know, so going into reward of prophets, man, all right, you know, that reward is going to be manifest too, you know, because a lot of our forefathers, they died in faith believing what the Lord told them, you know, and now is the time where it's going to come to life, you know, because everybody's going to receive that just reward. The Lord has said he's a God of balance, man, just waits, all right, you know, it's his delight, you know, so what's going to be reward for the wicked is destruction, and what's going to be reward for the prophets, man, hey, you're going to see for yourself too. It says, I have not seen nor ear heard the things that are promised unto them that love the Lord, you know, and the love is what? They're keeping the commandments, right? Feeding his sheep, you know. So that's why, again, you know, going to see these men so diligent, pushing, you know, going so hard, you know, Apostle knows I'm down, because there is a reward. Surely there's a reward for righteousness, that scripture said in the book of Psalms. And we're going to see it, you know, and you're going to see it. You know, that's why a lot of our people in the kingdom, they're going to have their head down. All right, the rebellious of them, because again, you know, the things that they're doing on the earth in this time, while you had men standing and fighting for the Lord, you know, and they were part of the enemies of the Lord in this time and then, you know.
I got something you want to close out. I'm gonna read it, but you speak on it. Okay. All right. It's beautiful. It's gonna hit. Was that in all Romans?
Yeah. I mean,
okay. All right. I'm gonna read these 4 verses and you speak on it. I'll close out. All right. St. Luke 21 and verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon.
Yeah, so that's that divine communication. You know, think about an army. Well, you know, you have to have, one of the lines of an army is, well, the important parts of the army is the communication, you know, talking to your men, let them know what's going on, the download from the commander, from the high ranking officers, you know, that's why we have order in things, you know, we have masters according to the flesh, all right, you know, but when they go into being moved by the Spirit, the Lord was gathering us, and bring us together, you know, because again, the Lord's raising up his men, you know, so him telling us what's going on, that's how we know where we are, right? Yeah. You know, and it starts with these prophecies coming to pass, you know?
That exceeding great army in Ezekiel 37, backed up in Revelation, what's that, the 11th chapter, where it says they stood upon their feet, all right? Okay, so that exceeding great army, well, they're not just soldiers out of order, okay? They're men that are in order, man, okay? And they're standing upon their feet across the 4 corners of the earth. And this is Ezekiel 37, and in Revelation 11 chapter, where it says, "And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets, and then what? And after 3 days and a half, okay, they shall stand upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them." So this is that prophecy of that army of the men that are disciplined and obedient in the spirit, being raised up in these last days, man. That's why the Lord said in Psalms, he will set them in order before thy eyes, man. Okay, so the Lord is setting up the ground troopers, man. The Lord is setting up his battle axes and his weapons of war, because he is the man of war, man. Okay, and he has given us the attributes through the Spirit, okay, to be fitted with the armor of light, the armor, the shield of faith, okay, the word of the Most High, which is the sword of the Spirit, feet shod with the gospel of peace, okay, the helmet of salvation, because it starts in the mind first and foremost. You got to actually believe what you see, what you reading, man. So you gotta shield, you gotta have that helmet on that first, okay. The helmet of salvation, man. That's on the dome. We believe we're gonna be saved. You know, that's the way we walk. And we got the shield. The dark to block them fiery darts of Satan, which is what, the bodily ailments. All right, the baby mama drama, man, catching all this hell we catching. Okay, but not to get off topic and stir from the point. Okay, all this is we going through this shit because what? This is the time that we gotta lift up our heads, because now we're getting ready to receive that victory that was promised for us, man. That was written about, man. I write it to you, young men, okay? Because you are stronger. You have overcome him, man. You have overcome the wicked, man. All right? This is being played out, all right? So once again, lift up your head, man. You see these signs, the blood moons, all right? The chip making headline, chariots coming out. You getting random phone calls from family members on why is this happening? Bro, we're going to get a lot more of this, man. The attention is getting ready to be on you, Akim, man, on us. The scriptures say praise and fame in the land where we will put to shame. And that fame and that praise is going to be for Yahweh Shemi Shai, bro. And the Lord is setting up men in order, okay, that's going to give that praise to him, man. Not dealing with any average person, man. Dealing with vessels that are going to ultimately give up that praise to him. Call on Yahweh Shemi Shai. It's him that got us here, man. You see? So lift up your head. Your redemption coming. The time for you to be rewarded is coming, man. You know? St. Luke chapter 21 verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, man's hearts failing them for fear, and for the looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory.
Yep, so this is a story being told, you know, and it's playing out real life right before your eyes, man. Prophecy is playing out, man. All right, you know, that's why it goes into the book of Ezekiel, that proverb that says, oh, this is for far off. This ain't gonna be in my lifetime. That's what our people are thinking. All right, well, this is happening right now. All right, you know, again, these are things that we see with our own eyes to confirm our beliefs, you know, and that's why it really goes into those that believe without seeing how blessed they truly are, but we're going to see regardless, all right? And that saying goes, seeing is believing. You know, so as these things are coming to pass, our faith should be increasing. We shouldn't be drawn back, okay? This is happening, man. The Lord said what he said, and it's happening, man. And we're on the good side of the story, those will be drawn to the end, you know, but man's heart failing for fear, all right? You know, this is giving you a glimpse of how bad it's going to be. But it says that then the Lord going to show up, man. You know, it said the earth going to be shaking, man, because the war is going to be happening. People going to be fighting and all type of stuff is going on, all right? You know, in the midst of all that, the Lord's going to be delivering them, his elect, you know, through tribulation after tribulation until the ultimate tribulation is get away from the missiles when they start being shot, you know?
Yeah, it's, bro, I got to back you up, bro. Job 5, where it says how the Lord is going to keep us alive in the famine. Like, bro, the Lord is going to do there's going to be one thing the Lord do for us, bro. And it's that one thing he do, like, it's going to boost our faith on a whole nother level when you don't have the substance, you don't have the things to provide, but the Lord has given us those things so that we are able to sustain, to see him, man. Yeah. The Lord is going to make it to where we are able to be stable, man. All right?
Because we got a story to tell.
Yeah,
you know, we're living testimonies, you know. Right. If we're dead, we're going to tell the Lord's story, you know. But, you know, again, the Lord set up to where, you know, as elect, they're going to be alive to praise him when they get beamed up. You know, it says they're going to be afraid up there, but they still going to be praising the Lord, you know, seeing all the stuff that they went through and then getting delivered right before the missiles get dropped off, you know, standing up on that sea of glass, meeting with fire, you know, with them harvestmen, like, damn, we barely made it, you know. So, you know, again, that's how we're going to overcome, by the blood of the Lamb, you know, the word of his testimony, all right. So we have the testimony is prophecy, right? And going us as being witnesses, and it says love not the lies unto death, right? And that's what you see here now, man, right?
Yeah. One more verse.
Okay.
Yeah. This the point right here. St. Luke 21 and verse 28. You close out on this, bro. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh.
Yeah, so he ain't talking to everybody. He ain't say everybody's salvation coming. He say yours, talking to a singular group of people, talking about the elect. All right, so the Lord says, look up, pretty much going into having hope. All right, there is hope. There is help coming for our nation, man. All right, and it's not going to help you think it's going to be. It's going to help that the Lord said it's going to be. The stuff you see, the spooky stuff. Well, get ready for it to be more spooky. All right, but for the elect, man, we have wisdom, we have knowledge, we have understanding, and that's why we're stable. And it all starts with the fear of the Lord, man. So when these things start coming to pass, you shouldn't start being a doubtful spirit, man. Be joyous,
Rejoice.
Rejoice, not being a mindset where you just freelancing and just loose, because we're about to win. No, man, this is a saying, not to dance yet. It ain't time to dance. We'll boogie down in the kingdom.
Right.
On the chairs when we're drinking that wine, we outside. But as of now, we got work to do.
Right.
But this is just to confirm like you're doing the right thing.
And confirm your seat. Your lot. You know what I mean? Because when the miracles when the Lord started actually deal with you, and you actually perform the miracles, then you're gonna know, like, okay, yeah, I'm the Lord is dealing with me. Now we just doing the will. We just doing the work. We don't know if we those men or not, but that time, just backing you up, that time will come where you will be able to know, like, okay, the Lord is he all right, yeah. Sirach 24 and 34, faith not to be strong in the Lord. He will confirm you in that time. You're gonna feel the confirmation that the Lord is dealing with you,
Yeah. And that's why the scriptures go, then shall they know whom I chosen. That means us too. See, because we don't know. We believe, but we don't fully know. That's why even our apostle said, what a hope we elect. But we gonna know. Ain't no denying when you start doing miracles, and because it's Yahushua said it, can't nobody that's even speak a bad word against me can do these miracles. If you're paraphrasing, I forgot where it is, but going into again, man. When the men start doing these certain things, there's no denying, man. That's why the scripture say, "A seed that set on the hill cannot be hid." Well, in the last days, Lord gonna put that mountain above all the mountains, man. All right, starting with Yahushua, King David, going to the house of David, man, being built up. And again, it's with the nations being brought together. In the house of David, you had the northern and southern kingdom together. And they ruled over the nations, man, with a rod of iron. That's what's coming, man.
Yeah.
All right.
And that was only 40 years, man. In that time, King Solomon, it's lucky, bro.
Yeah.
But how much more, bro, forever, man. That's what we fighting for, man. Forever, bro. The rule forever. And we have the signs. We have the signs, man. That we doing the right thing. We have the signs, bro. You brothers seeing chariots, bro. This blood moon, bro, just happened, bro. That's not light, man. That's heavy, man. The Lord getting ready to do something big, like the brother said. Big bro said, I said this week, Lord's will, man. All right, but the Lord is doing something big in our life, one-on-one. All right, with ourselves, man. We can feel it. You can feel that the Lord is doing something big with you within yourself. So just stay focused, man, and stay strong and keep believing ultimately in Yahweh Shem Shai. That's really what it is. All right, that's how our forefather Abraham was accounted righteous by his faith before the law. Okay, he had faith, man. All right, so we are the children of the faith, man. Faith-based Israelites, man. But go ahead, you got it.
That's it, man. Watch and pray. It's almost over. But it's gonna get real critical. Mm-hmm. But that's why again we have the faith. Yahweh Shai with the name. We're fully equipped. The Lord not gonna leave us out in the dark. All right, we have everything we need for our salvation goes. So trust. And the Lord, man, that's pretty much it, So with that, those will be edifying. As always, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Akakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And peace and blessed elect of Israel. Shalom.
Shalom. Yes, sir.